As you guys may know, I'm on a journey to pursuing the best version of myself. And a part of that journey is picking up my cross and following Jesus Christ. I have fallen short once again. My consistency stopped about a week ago. About a week, my fault. I stopped going to the gym. I haven't been in about a week. And I can make all the excuses in the world. And you know what? I will. I stopped going to the gym because recently I started working in a different department at my job, Home Depot. I started working in the garden section. Now, not for good, but I have shifts in the garden section, and it is heavy on my body. You know, you're lifting up these heavy ass bags of gravel or mulch, or you're lifting like cinder blocks. Then you gotta load them on this cart. Then you gotta load it from the cart to the customer's vehicle, and you're outside in the heat. And in Texas, it's still hot as hell. And then they just got us running around like headless chickens, you know. But I'll digress. But because I was beating my body up at work, I would wake up the next day and my body would just tell me like, "Yo, we can't go to the gym," or if we do go to the gym, it's gonna be a very mediocre workout. So I took it upon myself to say, you know what, I'm not gonna go to the gym because work is like a workout to me, and so I stopped going to the gym. Next thing you know, the vending machine is whispering my name, Trell, Trell, huh? And then somehow I ease my way to the vending machine, and next thing you know, I have three cookies and a Twix in my stomach. I don't know how it happens, but it does. And then next thing you know, you eat Wingstop, and then Chick Fil A, and then Wendy's, and before you realize it, you're right back where you started X amount of weeks ago, whatever. On top of that, I stopped reading my Bible. The last time I read it was Tuesday because I had a Bible study. But you know, I stopped reading it at night. I stopped journaling, and all of this just happened in about a time span of a week. I was in the shower and I was thinking, like, man, like, bro, I feel like such a failure. I'm such a disappointment. Like, I set all these expectations for myself, and then I always like fall short. And I was thinking to myself, like, why? Why am I always falling short? And the reason is because we're human. We're flawed by nature. You know, even though we were made in God's image, meaning we have free will, we fall short. That free will is ultimately our own demise because we don't have that self control on a level God has his self control. And so I'm not going to be perfect because I am human. And in fact, I will never ever be perfect because I am human. And I will continuously fail in my life. Now, what you have control over and what I have control over is the amount of times you fail yourself and you fail God. You can mitigate that. So that is something you have control over. And the way you control that is by continuously remembering, okay, this is what we have to do. Okay, if I don't do this, X, Y, and Z will follow along. These are the consequences. If I don't do this, I will be back here. If I don't do this, I'm gonna be in the same spot I was however long ago. And whenever you do fail, don't beat yourself up. Remember, you're always going to fail. You always are going to fail. That's the goal isn't to not fail. The goal is to mitigate the amount of times we fail. So I'm kind of speaking to myself, but to you guys at the same time. Whenever you fail, don't beat yourself up. You know, repent. God, I'm sorry for falling short once again. Please forgive me. Get back on the horse and keep moving forward. And keep in mind the ways you fail, meaning keep in mind of the things that make you fail. For example, I now know if I don't go to the gym, I'm more than likely to start eating junk food. I'm more than likely to start going to sleep late. I'm more than likely to start procrastinating. Knowing, I don't know the word. I had it, but it's gone. But knowing, like, I'm gonna call them triggers. Knowing triggers that can lead you to failure is how you don't fail. By being aware of the things that can make you relapse is what will keep you on that path to becoming better, to failing less. So that's all I just wanted to say. I just wanted to get on here and say that you are a failure and you will always be a failure. Hey, guess what? Hey, so will I. I'll always be a failure. And you know what? That's okay. We're human. It's completely normal to be a failure. But it's not completely normal to be a sore loser. I don't know. I tried something with that. But guys, you will fail. Just keep getting back up. Every time you fail, adjust, try again. That's it. Have a good night, guys. Toodles.